Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacob Livingood. I'm an internet entrepreneur and this is my YouTube channel. If this is your first time checking in here, please drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are not already, and stay tuned for all the magnificent content we're coming with soon. Okay, so I have a lot of different niches. I'm gonna make this quick because I want you to stick around for the entire thing. This is a very, very valuable lesson that can help anyone and everyone in their process, okay? I am a digital entrepreneur 3 years into my full-time process, okay? I live in a garage. My process has not laid out the way that I originally projected that it was going to, but I am so blessed and so abundant. Every single day is the best day of my life, continually, repeatedly, okay? So over the last 3 years, I've adopted a lot of spiritual practices and a lot of high vibrational practices that have helped me grow and evolve. This is one of them, maintaining and cultivating an attitude of gratitude every single day of my life. Now, I want to explain to you what that is, why it's important, and how you can actually utilize this in your own life, okay? So what is an attitude of gratitude, okay? Let's talk about it from a vibrational standpoint, okay? If you're way down here, okay, you're in fear, or you're in hatred, or you're in disgust, okay, you're going to have not a fantastic day, okay? You're going to be viewing everything from this scope of hate, fear, or any other low vibrational state. And that's going to cause you to not have a good time, okay? You wake up in the morning, you stub your toe, oh, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Now you're going to perpetuate that negativity into the rest of your day. Okay, now gratitude, love, okay, clairvoyance, these are all very high vibrational states. When you're in a state of gratitude, all the way up here, okay, reality, your life is going to reflect back to you, because reality is a mirror if you have a full understanding of the universal laws. Reality is going to reflect back to you more things to reaffirm to you that you are grateful, right? I'm in an attitude of gratitude. I'm real grateful, way up here riding this wave. And then everything all of a sudden is going to show me, hey, look, you're grateful for this, but you should also be grateful for this because you got this in your life. This has probably sounded very esoteric to some people, and that's a-okay. But all this is to say, okay, attitude of gratitude is being in a high vibrational state, that of gratitude. Therefore, all the little small things in your day-to-day, they're not going to throw you off kilter. They're not going to bug you nearly like they could if you weren't in an attitude of gratitude, because you're maintaining this high vibrational state. This isn't the easiest thing to do in actual applicable practice, okay? Sometimes there's going to be something that triggers your ego, or something, right, that's just not so fantastic. It's not magnificent, and it's rough, okay? Bad days still happen, okay? But when you have an understanding of these things, these universal principles, then you're going to work a lot harder and be far more diligent on maintaining a high vibrational state so you can continue to reflect back positive things into your life. So all that is to say, all the attitude of gratitude is being in a high vibrational state, or a high emotional state, for a little bit more three-dimensional terms. Now, the reason this is so important is because when you're in that state, when you're really grateful for something, right? You're grateful for the life that you're living. You're grateful for the roof over your head. You're grateful for a magnificent bowl of cereal, or your parents' health, or whatever it may be, okay? Some small insignificant thing happens down here that kind of irks you a little bit. It goes in one ear, out the other. It's not that big of a deal because I'm living my dreams, okay? It's just like that. Like, look, I live in a garage, okay? I literally live in a garage. I own no material possessions. I've sold all my material possessions to grow and scale my businesses and myself as an entity faster and quicker, okay? But this is so low on my list of things that I care about, it doesn't even bother me. And I get a lot of hate on the internet from a lot of random people going, hey, you're a loser, you live in a garage. And that doesn't bother me either, because I'm like, they just don't get it. They don't understand where I'm going, or what I'm doing, or the mindset or mentality that I've adopted, or the person that I'm becoming. So I'm not bothered by little, lesser, small, insignificant things like that, because I live in a state of gratitude, okay? Now, the way that I maintain this active state of gratitude all the time, I'm always recentering myself into myself, right? I'm always thinking about, where I was, Okay, I'd never compare myself to other people, because there are people that are younger than me that are far more successful than me in many different fields. And to compare yourself to someone else, to compare your level 2 to someone else's level 20, all that's going to do is bog you down on the process and the growth that you've created for yourself in your own process. You should never compare yourself to someone else. You should only ever compare yourself to your past self, because you're only competing with yourself. You're not in competition with anyone else, okay? And if you think that you are, that's a losing mentality. You should get that fixed, okay? So if you think back to where you were previously, for me, for example, okay, when I was in college in 2016 on a full ride honor scholarship, I was miserable, okay? I didn't feel like I was learning anything. I had 3 jobs. I was grinding. But it wasn't a real grind, okay? I hated what I was doing. I didn't feel like I truly knew myself, okay? I was just doing it because that was the path, the process that my parents told me, this is the way to do it. And it wasn't, okay? And I, fell off the wagon, didn't go that route, got worse, went down a slippery slope, and then started to discover myself through entrepreneurship, personal development, reading books, spirituality, all these beautiful practices that I plan to talk more about in the future. But okay, I compare where I'm at now, okay, living in a garage in California with my 4 businesses, one of which is a major business based around my major artistic passions that I got through building a personal brand and building credibility in the space of my high income skills, that of e-commerce, okay, and then moving into where I now am leveraging those high income skills to now be in the industry that I'm so very passionate about, leveraging all of that to be joining my business passions and my artistic passions together. It's astronomical. It's crazy. I'm actually living my dreams. Despite, on paper, okay, when I started in 2017 through White Hat Entrepreneurship, this in 2021, this is not where I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be much further along, but the process didn't play out exactly the way that I anticipated that it would. But that's irrelevant, because I'm still living my dreams. Every day I'm in an extremely high vibrational state. I don't want to get too off kilter here, okay? That's what an attitude of gratitude is. It's very, very important. So how do you maintain and cultivate it? Every day, I've already talked about my morning routine in a video, and if you didn't catch that whole video, I meditate, I do affirmations, I do active gratitude, which is what I'm about to talk about. Then I visualize while listening to a wonderful, beautiful song that I'll talk about later in a video, and then I read, okay? Now, let's talk about the active gratitude practice. Every single day in the morning, I get a clipboard, I get a pen, I get a piece of paper. I write, I'm so happy and grateful for, and then I verbal vomit onto the page all these things that I'm grateful for. Just keep writing. Nothing's too small, nothing's too big. Write it all down, okay? Write it all down, but don't just write it. Write it, feel it, interpret it, understand it, and feel it. Most importantly, feel it. Feel the gratitude for the things you're writing down. My health, roof over my head, my faith, my family, my desire for development, my opportunities, my work ethic, my mentality and temperament, finding my passion at such a young age, my commitment to become the best version of myself, my gratitude. I wrote I'm grateful for being grateful on here, okay? Let's see. My love for reading, my abundance, my ability to inspire others, my accomplishments up to this point in my life, the sun, water, the food that I eat, the beauty of the world around me, the opportunities to build my dreams, my growth mindset and abundance mindset, my ability to be fully self-sufficient, my inner peace, my passion, my inner expansion, the art of loving, self-love. I'm not even halfway down the list, okay? I'm not going to keep spilling them off. But you get the idea. The list is very long. Okay, so I write that out every morning. It always changes. It's always continually variable. But I write those things out every morning. And then I reread them throughout the day multiple times. And what that does is it maintains my extremely high state of gratitude. And what that does for me, okay, if you have an understanding of the universal laws, what that does is it continues to reflect back to me more things to be grateful for, because I'm in this high vibrational state. I do my best to not be thrown off kilter. And while I'm in that state, reality, which is a mirror, okay, your outer reality is nothing more than a reflection, a mirror back of your inner reality. So as I maintain a very high state of gratitude, reality reflects back to me more things to be grateful for. And thus, every single day, I live my dreams and I continue to be more abundant, more blessed, more grateful. It is a ascending, it's one of these, okay? It's a parabolic growth graph, and It's awesome, okay? And I truly believe that this practice is something that everyone should implement into their life because I have seen it rapidly, massively shift my life, okay? Now, do I have everything that I aspire to have? No, I live in a garage. I'm not bothered by it, but it's not the most ideal thing in the world, right? Do I have that Lamborghini that I set out to actually achieve and get when I was 19 years old and started going through this whole personal development entrepreneurship thing? Absolutely not. I don't have a Lamborghini yet. Do I want one still? Yes, I'm working to attain it, but I'm not there. However, I don't let that bog me down, right? Because I'm in my process, I'm where I am, and every day I take the necessary steps to move further. I'm progressively realizing a worthy ideal, which is Napoleon Hill's definition of success. Sorry, Earl Nightingale's definition of success, recited by Napoleon Hill and then Bob Proctor and now me, because I choose consciously to feed my mind good stuff. Okay, I don't play video games very often. Rarely do I play video games. Don't watch TV. I don't sit and binge Netflix. Okay, I focus on my development solely, and I continue to grow, and I continue to reap the benefits of that growth every day of my life. Okay, so this video is already getting really long. I really hope that you grabbed something out of this, okay? If anything, if you're still here, if anything, what I want you to grab out of this is it's very, very important to be conscious of the emotional state that you're in, or also known as the vibrational frequency that you're in, if you're into more esoteric, fourth dimensional speech, okay? Spiritual speech. Vibrational frequency, also known as your emotional signature or your emotional state, okay? One of gratitude is going to reap you a life that is much more fulfilling and prosperous than being in a state of hate or lust or anger or fear. All these low vibrational states are going to reap you a really negative life. Gratitude, love, all these things, these are great, absolutely fantastic. But that's all I wanted to talk about in this video, okay? Really important stuff every single day. When you wake up in the morning, just try this for a week. Try it for 7 days. Get a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, right? I'm so happy and grateful for, and just try to think about all the things that you're grateful for. If you're not too accustomed with this practice, maybe the first time you do it, it's not going to be a very long list. That's okay. Keep trying at it, okay? Try it for at least a week. Promise yourself, don't even promise me, I don't care if you do it because ultimately it's not going to affect my life. It's not going to change anything about my process. But I put this information out here because I do truly hope that some people do make the necessary changes in their life to grow and evolve themselves to become the best version of themselves. But make the promise to yourself that you'll practice this for at least 7 days consistently and see if anything changes in your life. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Stay winning, stay motivated, stay blessed.